Anyway, first of all, we'll talk about Jon Jones. What he generally does with this style is he's very long, 6'4". I mean, not as tall for a heavyweight, but he fights kind of here and does a lot of this kind of stuff. And his attacks are very varied. So he'll go this way on the front leg. He'll go here. He'll also bring the head kicks up. He'll fake the takedowns, come in with the spinning elbows. Also, he's grappling. So if Joe goes against the fence, a lot of the time what Jones does really, really well is once he gets his hands together on a double leg, it is so difficult to break that. So he'll be here, he'll set up the double. Once his hands are locked and he starts to pull his opponent away, he almost always finishes the takedown. Then, as we've seen against Cyril Gane, when his opponents sit up, he's got such a strong front headlock from here, sprawling his leg back. When he gets to this spot, he's heavy here, and his ground and pound is some of the best that we've ever seen. Some of the best elbows in MMA, period. Absolutely, really, really devastating with his elbows. Let's have a look.
Is he going to be able to implement that against someone like Stipe? Yeah, against Cyril, there maybe was a path.
Oh, there we see him. Look, with the oblique kicks. All right, look at this. This is so painful.
That's what I was going to ask that question.
This is unbelievably painful.
That one
that
there,
wrecks.
boom.
That absolutely wrecks, honestly. But yeah, this is really interesting because he's not a heavyweight.
That's the point I'm trying to make. He's had one at heavyweight against a path of least resistance against Cyril.
We don't really know. And they are rubbing. One of my favourite techniques that Gaethje uses is he doesn't just use the calf kick. He uses the running, kicking the soccer ball calf kick, where he'll start from here and just launch into it and absolutely blast them.
From the moment the announcement hit headlines on July 11th, Aspinall shifted into a new level of focus. Within hours of Dana White saying the fight is a dream main event, Aspinall was back in the gym, painting the picture of a man on a mission. Cowbon MMA, his longtime camp, went from regular drills to double sessions, one in the morning, another in the evening.
Hi.
How's your grip feeling at this point?
Not great.
Footage uploaded to his social channel shows him mixing high-intensity striking rounds with heavy bag, pad work, and explosive plyometric drills. Sources report he's also reintroduced extensive wrestling and takedown defense, sparring full MMA rounds with grapplers simulating Jones's pressure. One insider described seeing him work clinch entries and old-school wrestling that echoed heavyweight wrestling camps. He was also joined by Paddy Pimblett in his training camp. His objective? Blunt elite-level takedowns.
Watch him grapple.
Yeah. He boxes now all the time in his fights. Boxing's really good now. His grappling, look how bendy his legs are.
The Triangle King.
Stupid bendy legs. Yeah, hips are really good. He's good.
Good, yeah.
We put Tom on him after. See how good he is.
Tom versus Paddy.
Tom against Paddy, yeah.
Tom Aspinall's preparation for the White House event has also taken a surprising turn. He's been training alongside the British Army, with military-grade drills now integrated into his Olympic-level MMA regimen. A recent YouTube video revealed Aspinall working with Farron Morgan, a well-known tactical coach who trains UK military and law enforcement personnel. Morgan began by challenging Aspinall to troop-level fitness tests, heavy runs wearing combat-style backpacks, sandbag carries, and sprinting drills.
Right, I got it. Go on then.
Right.
Oh, that's heavy, mate. Yeah.
Right, in position, ready, stand by, go!
You'll never complain about carrying the shopping bag.
I've had shopping bags heavier than this, don't worry.
There you go.
And the kids.
You've carried them back from the shop as well.
In combat fatigues barely fitting his massive frame, Aspinall joked, "I can't close them and can't really move my legs. Mate, I'd have lost my job already." But he powered through, completing rigorous circuits of deadlifts, pull-ups, push-ups, and weighted marches.
Is it from a full hang, is it, yeah?
Yeah, take control of the bar. That's a nice wide grip, and then go on the next beep. Wait for the beep. Wait for the beep. That's it. Good. That's perfect. That's it. Strong.
But a few times I've hit the silver, whatever that thing is on the roof, so here we go. Hopefully I can do it. Ah! Ooh. Get it.
Very close.
I'll get this time.
Yes.
There we go. Easy as that. No, mate, look, it looks easy, but
The military-style training also complements his regular MMA preparation. Combining grappling and striking work with drills like weighted carries helps him build a durable, fight-ready engine. It echoes his previous strategies with gypsy-style conditioning and bodyweight strength work, but adds a raw tactical edge. The most of his bodyweight training has been coming from push-ups, with some fans even left surprised that he was doing better than Morgan himself.
Yeah.
When I say stand by, go, we're going to go, okay? Stand by, go. He's smoking me. Who's counting?
9. I'm going to stretch it out.
20 seconds gone.
What's the timer?
This phase seems designed with the White House fight in mind. The venue, an unconventional grassy lawn with a stone monument backdrop, demands that the camp prepare for variance in terrain, unpredictable weather, and crazy stamina. Military drills provide psychological toughness and adaptability, essential attributes for a high-profile, historic stage main event, especially when the stakes are so high for Aspinall. In his own words, he himself said, "Gonna do all I can to make sure I'm prepared for a fight that's gonna be so different, which would also mean my training has got to be different. I'm always looking forward to doing something different anyway."
Trained this morning, but looking forward to doing something different anyway. And I do a lot of strength and conditioning kind of stuff as it is, so I want to see what's different with this kind of stuff. So
that was his camp with Farrell Morgan. Aside from military training, Aspinall's coaches are locked in, pushing him through tough cardio work, running hills and swimming intervals, pulling from conditioning protocols designed to suit a 5-round main event. In public statements posted on his YouTube channel, he said, "This is more than a belt, it's a statement." That clarity shows. The physical intensity of his sessions, the precision of his craft, and his rejuvenated mental game speak to one goal, which is readiness, no matter who he's facing. One of his coaches even remarked that he moves like a flyweight.
What you done? Me and Faz done on the British Army fitness test. Good session, mate. Really enjoyed it. Something different for me. How did I get on?
Elite level.
Yeah?
You move like a flyweight.
Oh,
Absolutely
thanks, mate.
booming, honestly. Cracking work.
Thanks, mate. Make sure
Aspinall isn't just training for anyone. He has his eyes set on John Jones. He's building a tailored foundation for a fight against the most strategic heavyweight in history. Clips show Aspinall upping his takedown coverage with timed rounds, counter takedowns, and immediate submissions. With Jones known for wrestling dominance, these drills are non-negotiable.
sides.
I do generally, like some MMA guys do, swing both sides here, but we're getting our foot outside here, grabbing a collar tie, and we're jumping as high as we can, which is Tom's being very considerate here, leaning down with the height disadvantage. To lock up the triangle, very simple way to defeat wrestlers.
Right, so
Not just that, his trainers have him rotating power shots, body hooks, and fast level changes. They frequently compare this to heavyweight boxing tactics for sudden knockout opportunities. It's no surprise that Aspinall is paying special attention to his striking because that's one of his greatest strengths. After all, he has one of the cleanest knockout records in recent UFC history and is yet to fight further rounds. Striking drills are also another one of his non-negotiables.
Boom, 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 all the way up. Come on, let's go. Jab, 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 jab. Come on. Go, 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 go. Fast, go. Fast, come on. Swap, fast. Go, go, go.
Eddie Hall, the former world's strongest man who recently sparred with Aspinall, was visibly impressed. In a TalkSport interview, Hall called Aspinall's speed scary, highlighting how well he adapted from MMA striking to tactical conditioning. That cross-discipline validation gives weight to this training pivot. In a session where these two beasts trained together, Hall took a kick to the leg from Aspinall, and while he barely used half of his full strength, Eddie Hall was left trembling at how thunderous those shots were.
Tom Aspinall kicked me through a pad. The thickness of a mattress, and it still felt as though it nearly broke my leg. And to think, like, I would hate someone like Tom just landing like a shin across the side of your head. 100% you're getting knocked out. I don't care how tough you think you are, like, those leg kicks are a different level.
Would you be up for, I want to experience it?
Former UFC champion Cain Velasquez praised Aspinall's strategic evolution, saying during an Ariel Helwani show segment that he's got amazing striking abilities. However, he believes he won't beat John Jones. Here's what he said. He's amazing at what he does, but like John does his homework, he analyzes things, he studies, and so I don't think he beats John.
There's a guy named Tom Aspinall who's the interim heavyweight champion. You think he beats John Jones? Do you think he beats John?
No, I don't think he does.
Why not?
So me just watching him, I kind of see his pattern a little bit, and his striking, the way he comes in and strikes. I think John sees it too.
Okay.
So I think with that, just because again, he studies, man. He does his homework. You know, he's a master at this. He analyzes things. He studies you over and over again. I think just for that reason, he's gonna know what to do. So I don't think he beats John.
We all know that his striking is easily the scariest in all of UFC. It's also a good boasting point that he hasn't been through any of the further rounds, because he usually knocks out his opponents in the first round. But this could also be a weakness in his fight against John Jones, who has loads of experience fighting in the later rounds, while Aspinall has close to none. So it's no secret that he's been working on this as well. He's built endurance blocks with back-to-back sparring and metabolic circuits, even testing fatigue levels through simulated 5-minute rounds. His cardio push isn't about survival, it's about pacing and keeping up when the pressure gets high if he's pushed into the later rounds.
We're going to head to the hill that me and my dad have been going to train for around about 15 years, something like that. Open the lungs up a little bit, all the hard work's done now for the fight, so we're just keeping the body fresh, keeping the body healthy, and getting outside a little bit while the weather's good.
Moreover, Sean O'Malley's coach Tim Welch, who previously worked with Aspinall, said this kind of training adds tactical endurance and durability, perfect for a fight with unpredictable pace. A clear nod to the demands of a matchup like Jones, but he added a bit of spice to his take. He stated that he's ready to bet $10,000 on John Jones winning the fight in round 2. In his own words, John is a vet who has experienced it and brings the proper fight night feel against any opponent.
It will be the biggest fight in UFC history. John Jones versus Tom Aspinall is agreed. Tom Aspinall, 15-3. He's on a 3-fight win streak. 32 years old, 6'5", and 251 pounds. And then we got 37-year-old Johnny Bones Jones, 6'4", 28 wins, 1 loss. If you had to bet $10,000, what do you bet?
I'm going Jones round 2.
That's a good bet. That's similar to what I was thinking. Tom Aspinall's scary, dangerous, explosive. John Jones is such a vet. He's been in there with everybody. Takes his time, gets some reads, puts him on his back. I wonder how much bread they throw around for that.
What do you think? How much money?
It's gotta be probably 10 to 15 million.
I would think like 30 million.
For the best fighter on the planet.
Still, some caution remains. MMA veteran Alexander Volkanovski reminds us that technical skill, timing, and ring history outweigh brute conditioning. He described the test as 50-50 between athleticism and strategic nuance. But the consensus remains strong. Aspinall isn't just playing around. He stated very clearly that the biggest threat to John Jones is Tom Aspinall, and that he must fight him if he wants to brag about being the best and having been a champion. Folk also remarked, Aspinall is dangerous everywhere. He's got wrestling, striking.
I think he is definitely the biggest threat. The wrestling everywhere. He can be, dangerous everywhere. And he's a legit heavyweight, right? Explosive, fast, it's just, that's the fight that I hope to see. I know there's talk of him maybe doing a Pereira fight. He's probably in a position where I don't need to add to my legacy. I want bigger fights, Pereira's a massive name right now, so maybe that's what he's chasing. And he's clever. He knows Tom Aspinall's a way bigger threat, but, what he gets out of beating him would be actually, I think, for most of us, the guys that are in the know, that'll be huge, right? That'll be huge. But when you're talking money and things like that, and star power, I mean, a win over Pereira right now would be massive. That's probably one of the biggest fights you could do right now.
Michelle Bisping framed Aspinall's program as a necessity. He believes that there's nothing getting in Aspinall's way when it comes to beating John. He has openly declared that it's gonna be a very convincing victory for Tom Aspinall, claiming with no filter that he will smoke John Jones. Here's what he said. Tom doesn't just want to win, he wants to dominate physically and mentally. I think he smokes John Jones.
I think Tom smokes him. I do. And I think John is probably very conscious of that threat as well. I'm not saying he doesn't think he can win, but he understands that this will be a tough fight. But they're all tough fights. They're all supposed to be tough fights.
Daniel Cormier, a former champion and longtime rival, has thrown his support behind Jones. Regardless of all the hype around Aspinall's drama and recent training footage that has blown the internet apart, DC still believes that experience will outdo hype. In a recent video, he proclaimed Jones as the clear favorite, framing it as an American moment. I will cheer for him so hard. Gun to my head, I think John beats Tom.
Gun to my head, I would have said John Jones will beat him right now. Guess why? Tom has never been pushed into those championship rounds. Once he gets to those championship rounds, even now, say Cyril Gane pushes him 25 minutes. If he beats Cyril Gane, but he learns to go 25 minutes where that first time you feel that, yo, Tom hasn't gotten off the stool for a third round.
We saw that Francis Ngannou, Stipe.
Exactly. Francis, when he fought Stipe and he went to try to knock him out, by the middle of the fight, Francis looking like he saw a ghost. You needed to fight Tom now when he doesn't have that experience,
where he's
especially as John Jones.
People don't understand how effective
it's exhausting.
Exhausting that is when you come to thump.
You want to fight, but I'm just grabbing you.
Training with the British Army, ramping up 5-round conditioning, and responding to the challenge of fighting at the White House, Aspinall is making a statement. He's not showing up to compete, he's coming to conquer. The stakes couldn't be higher, and with John Jones potentially waiting across the octagon, we're looking at one of the most historic matchups the sport has ever seen. So now the question is simple. Can Aspinall turn this brutal preparation into a career-defining performance? Or will experience and legacy win out? Drop your predictions in the comments. Who takes it, Aspinall or Jones? Smash the like button if you're hyped for the White House card and make sure you're subscribed. You won't want to miss what comes next in the build-up to this once-in-a-lifetime fight.